The federal government is considering offering safe haven visas to Hong Kong residents as Beijing imposes tough security laws on the territory. I've got to say, Prue MacSween, if there's a time to take people who are being persecuted and prosecuted in another territory, which is mainland China, I think we've got to go in and do our bit, don't we?
Absolutely, and I think these are the kind of migrants we want. You know, they're passionate about democracy. We know that Chinese are hard workers. It's importing, you know, intelligence, because I think their school system is superior to ours, and they're, you know, university students. They're people who I think are passionate and would make a great contribution to this country, and it's also sticking it up China, which I like.
Yeah, anyone with a healthy cynicism about the regime in China, Liz Storer, is pretty good in my books.
Abundantly welcome here. They are. Good on them for sticking it to the communist regime in Beijing. Good on Taiwan to taking in 5,000 of them in just the previous year. Good on to Boris Johnson in the UK, who's now making allowances for some of them to come over there. And I really hope the Morrison government does the same. As Prue says, these are the kind of people we want here. They believe in democracy, aren't afraid to fight for it. They're welcome on Australian shores.
John, are you expecting Trump to instigate further sanctions?
Well, look, one of the many downsides to the COVID mania that we have and the subsequent economic carnage is that the world is distracted, and this is what the Soviets used to do during the Cold War. When they invaded Hungary and then Czechoslovakia 10 years later, there was some other big world event going on. So, look, China is doing this right now because they're thinking America is too distracted. So, look, I have tried to be a sort of glass half full type of guy on China, but this really is the last straw because, you know, Hong Kong was just a beautiful, beautiful little thing. Yeah. It was the fusion of the best of British and the best of the Chinese, just like Singapore, and it created so much wealth. And, you know, it was Hong Kong banks which financed the development of China in the last 30 years. It was Hong Kong banks which grew Southeast Asia. So it's what they've done here, there's no going back. Hong Kong is finished, and it's really, really sad. Now, you know that only 7 million people live in Hong Kong. Boris Johnson has said today, this is right, that he's invited them in. But he's talking about accepting 3 million of them.
Half the population. Quite amazing. Former Queensland Deputy Premier Jackie Trad will not be charged over the appointment of a school principal in her electorate, but the integrity watchdog, well, they've slammed her intervention in the selection process as a corruption risk. Now, Prue, we've got to be careful legally because she'll come after us big time. She needs a bit of a hand at the moment. Will she just, you know, creep away into the background, or will she create trouble for the Labor Party, do you think?
Well, I don't think she'll go quietly. It's just interesting to me that, you know, the role that public servants are alleged to have played in this, that, you know, just talking broadly about public servants and how, you know, they are political weapons and they shouldn't be used as such. But clearly, you know, if you have a person in government who may be saying, I want you to do it this way, not that way, or lose this or whatever else, and, you know, who knows, may be doing that in any government, but it's certainly a worry, and we do know that they're a very vulnerable and perhaps gullible workforce. So the implications are there, and I think she would be toast. I can't see any party touching her, let alone the Labor Party.
I'm with you. I want to show you something. Twitter has expressed concerns for Christy McBain, who's the Labor candidate for Eden-Monaro, and her goldfish after a very green fish tank was spotted in a picture for the Labor candidate shared this morning. They've attacked her on that. What could that be, Liz Storer? It's not the kids' GI cordial in a big vat, is it? It can't be.
It could be. It could be her own personal algae farm. It could be. Maybe she's trying to indicate to us just how busy she is on the campaign trail, how dedicated she is to Eden-Monaro. Whatever used to live in that has long since passed, sacrificed on the altar of what's best for the constituency.
No time to clean the fish tank. I've only got 20 seconds left. John Ruddock, who wins the Eden-Monaro by-election?
Look, history tells us the Labor Party will win it.
Right.
A government has not won a by-election seat off the opposition since 1920.
Prue?
So he's got nothing to lose,
Yeah.
ScoMo. If he wins, it's huge.
I think Labor might scrape through because of the preferences, which tells you the preferential system is so stupid.
Yeah, I thought the National Party candidate has proved to be weak. I thought John Barilaro's performance around him has been a terrible distraction for the coalition. Liz Storer, who'll win?
Oh, I've got to side with John here. As much as I wish I could say otherwise, it has been a long, long time, as we know, since the opposition didn't win a
Come on, Liz, believe in miracles. There was one last year.
There was. Look, maybe we haven't run out. We'll soon find out.
OK.